Hello guys, welcome to another episode on Yinka's Meals. Yay! We made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. I'm so glad to be back. Yeah, like a new episode. That's what I mean because I was here last week, So how have you guys been? How was your week? Your last week. Mine was like hectic. Like, oh God. I think for me, just juggling everything, like my day job, blogging, creating content for YouTube, creating content for my podcast, like everything. Sometimes I'm just always very tired. But it's so good to be back. Every time I get to record a new episode, I'm always like hyper. How have you guys been? Yes. How was your week? I hope you guys are staying safe. But seriously, if you have been following the trend right now, it's like everybody has just accepted Corona. When during March, when the Corona, thing started and it was huge and it was going like everywhere in the world, like everybody was like giving the respect that Corona deserves. But right now, just like that song by Avenue Beat, that fuck 2020, everybody's like fuck Corona. But I think basically, we're all just like finding ways to adapt. And at the end of the day, I think the country has shut down for what it will shut down for. Like the whole world have shut down for what it will shut down for. People are just we just have to like find ways to now live with it, deal with it, till eventually there's a vaccine that works. And everybody, people that have been infected are now treated, and then the disease is contained. But till then, stay safe. Don't say fuck Corona. Use your nose mask, wash your hands, sanitize as much as you can. Yeah. So how have you guys been? Work has been like super, 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 super crazy for me. I'm thinking about this new week right now, and I'm like, even right now, the kind of workload I have, I'm just like waiting for I'm just like waiting for the week to start, and then I just like kick in because but it's been good. I'm thankful that I have a job. I have a place that I really love working, for now. And then, I'm just thankful. So how have you guys been? I really, really want to hear from you guys. Or you guys should stop keeping me like on the low. When you listen to this podcast and I ask you like, how have you been? I want you guys to reach out to me and let me know. If you're listening on YouTube, you can always leave me a comment to let me know how you're doing. And of course, if you're listening via Anchor, you can always send me a voice, and I really, really want to hear your voice. Like, some of the voices I've been getting in the past, they're really, really cool. I'm like, some of my listeners sound really nice and cool. Yeah. Okay. So today, I'll be talking about going talking relationships. I feel that I stumbled on a post a couple of weeks back, and then I was going through the comment section, and there was just something that jumped at me, and I was like, it'd be nice to talk about this, especially because something I've actually experienced, and I'm thinking that maybe one or two people too might have actually experienced it, going talking relationships. Okay, so let's just like say the basis. When you talk about talking, it's like a general word, but it's basically an idiom, like, okay, talking. Why are you going to talking? Oh, you went talking. And it's basically an idiom, and it just basically means like to undergo sudden or complete withdrawal. So if you listen to this podcast and then you decide to probably go on Google to do like a more in-depth research on the word, what it means when somebody say talkie, you find out that it's synonymous to people who are drug addicts or people who use drugs a lot, and then maybe eventually just like stop using the drugs, they stop doing something, So basically, talkie, so we're doing like a lecture. No, we're not. So talkie is like to undergo sudden and complete withdrawal from a habitual activity, behavior pattern, and then I added like relationship, friendship, whatever ship. So cold talkie could actually, come in those aspects. But the core of the matter is that cold talkie means sudden change, and sudden change basically, when somebody just switches on you. When somebody flips the switch on you, you're not expecting it. And so the topic is going talking relationships. That's what we are going to be exploring today. And I just wanted to ask, have you guys ever experienced it? Because me, I've experienced it too. But before I even tell you my own experience, I want to share, give an example. So let's say two people, they're dating, they're in a relationship with each other, they're dating, but they usually have issues. So it's not like they don't have good moments. They have good moments, but they also have bad moments. Or let's say the bad moment outweighs the good moment. You understand? So they're always having issues. They fight a lot, they argue a lot, and then maybe the girl, whenever they have issues like that, the girl decides to leave. So now I'm not trying to put a blame, maybe the guy is doing something bad or the lady is doing something bad. I'm just trying to paint a general overview of, just to understand what it means to go talking relationships. So they're having issues, but they usually have good and bad moments. And whenever this happens, the girl breaks up and she leaves. But she always finds that she's usually coming back to this guy, majorly because she's lonely. And I'm sure we have all been at that place. Maybe you stop talking to someone, probably a boyfriend or whoever in your life, and for some reasons you just see that you keep on going back to this person, not because you actually like this person. No, you know that you like this person. You just keep going back to that person because maybe that's the only person that is available at the moment that is actually giving you face, or maybe you're just going back to the person because you're just lonely. And we've had instances, or I'm sure you've probably heard too, of how some people stay in relationships not because they like the person, or not because they love the person, but because they don't want to be lonely, or they feel so lonely and they just feel that since this person is cuckoo here, let me just manage this person. So that's the kind of picture I'm trying to paint. So eventually, maybe at the end of the day, she just decides that I can't do this anymore. Maybe you've gotten to the point, maybe they've gotten to the point where you just think about it that the moment and this person fight and we break up, I still keep on going back to this person. Do you understand? I still keep on going back to this person. And you know in your heart of heart that no matter how much you break up, you just keep on going back to that person. I think the best thing to do is just to go cold turkey on the person. Because that way, something even happens in friendship. So I have a personal experience. Let me see now. Was it 2 years? No, not 2 years. It should be 3 or 4. 4 years ago. 4 years ago, there was this guy that liked me. Me too, I liked the person. And I think for me, one of the reasons why I was drawn to this particular guy was that, I like, the way he tried to get my attention in the beginning, all the effort and everything that he put into it was sweet, was romantic. So, I was kind of drawn to that if this person can go this while, if this person can go this far, to just get my attention, that maybe this person is serious. So of course, I was drawn to that. And then we got talking, and then the process of dating for the first few weeks, everything was fine. He would call, I would call, would have long conversations. It was so much to talk about. And then all of a sudden, this guy just went cold talking on me. I think another word for cold turkey would be ghosting. I think that's just the slang, because cold turkey is cold turkey is an idiom, but the basic word would just be ghosting, because I'm sure we've all experienced people that would just ghost us. You guys are talking, you're vibing text messages and everything, and all of a sudden this person just ghosts you like that. So that was what happened. This guy just gave me the cold turkey card. He just started acting cold. I didn't hear from him. So after a while, I reached out to him that, what's up? What's going on? I've not heard from you in a while. And the guy was like, he gave an excuse, He was dealing with stuff and everything. And then we talked for a while, and then he went cold turkey on me. And I just found out that apparently whenever we got talking, after a while he would just go cold turkey on me, and then I'll be the one that have to reach out to him. And then we'll talk again for a while, and then we'll go cold turkey on me again. And after that, I just stopped. I cannot keep on doing this circle of, this back and forth of going cold turkey and everything. And sometimes I can even be in relationships, going cold turkey. I mean, friendships. So you have a friend, that you guys are, all chummy together. Things are going on fine. And then all of a sudden, this friend just starts acting funny. Sometimes we even have friends that ghost us. They just go cold turkey. You guys didn't have a disagreement, or there was no fight, or nothing. This person, for whatever reason, just decided to go cold turkey. This person just disappears from your life. and you don't even know what's up. Do you get? So I just feel that, what's actually the best way. There's no manual to say that, oh, this person will not ghost you, or this person will not cold talk you. If there's a word like that, there's no manual that says, all those things would not happen. We just have to go with the flow. Sometimes you are in a relationship and things are fine. And another thing about cold talking is that some people use cold talking to deal with hard situations. So let me explain. You're in a relationship with someone. I think I said that earlier. You guys are dating and things are going on fine. So you want to, maybe you are not even, the guy did not annoy you, or the babe did not annoy you. You just want to end the relationship. You're just tired of it. Instead of you to now open your mouth and say, this is what I want, or I don't want us to continue again. I keep thinking about ghosting because they go hand in hand with each other. You just ghost the person, or you just, throw your cold talkie card and you just disappear from the person's life. And sometimes all effort to even reach you proves futile because person cannot reach you. Some people even go as far as changing their numbers. Me, I block people. I block people. That's not even like I block people, but you get to the point. Me, I also believe in communication. Do you get? So if I'm dating someone, or if I'm in a relationship with someone, or if I'm friend with someone, do you get? And maybe things used to go all well, and all of a sudden things go bad. I'm the kind of person that would like to clear things up. I don't want to imagine stuff in my head. So if you want to go cold talking me, I would even prefer if you tell me that I want to cold talking you. I used to have a guy that we're very, very close. We don't talk as much as well as how we used to before, but I used to be very, very close to him. But and you usually have all these mood swings, and I usually tell him that if you know that you need space, tell me. Do you get? Don't just think that I should know that you need space, and then you start behaving like fish or beans. You have to tell me that, oh, Yinka, I need space. So I also think that one of the reasons why cold talking happens in relationship or friendship is lack of communication. And cold talking may actually be, a good thing in a way, as much as it's actually bad, because it actually shows that this person has poor communication skills, because your inability to communicate with this person your needs or whatever desire that you want, even if you don't want to be friends with this person, your inability to communicate, that just shows that you have poor communication skills. And also, some people even have poor communication skills, but they don't just want to deal with that situation right now. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have that conversation with you. It's like, because they just feel that maybe having that conversation puts them in a bad light. So it's something that they would rather not do. So instead of them having that conversation, instead of them talking with that person, they'll just decide to go cold talk here on that person, irrespective of how they even feel that the person would perceive them. They're like, well, what the fuck? I'm not interested. I don't want to have this conversation with this person. And like I read somewhere on my note that sometimes the best way to treat a relationship or friendship that no longer serves you is to go cold talking, especially maybe something you don't want to deal with. Maybe if it's something that troubles your mental health, troubles your mental state, something that might be a situation that maybe even talking about it alone can trigger some things in you, so you just don't want to talk about it. So, cold talking can have his positive side, can have his negative side, depending on how you look at it, or depending on which part of the spectrum that you're in. Okay, guys, have you been cold talking before? And what do you guys think about being, cold talking relationships? Do you feel that irrespective of what side of the spectrum that you fall into, you should be able to have this conversation with your partner or with your friends? Just have it. I think it's even best to have the hard conversations. You talk what you want to talk and you go. And you just go your separate ways. In situations where you don't say the things that you need to say, if peradventure life brings you back together, maybe in the same circle of friends or in the same space, you will not be able to move forward until you guys address, in quotes right now, the elephant in the table, or the elephant in the room rather. Anyway, guys, I hope this makes sense when you listen to it. I would like to know if you have ever been in a situation where, you have been cold talking before, either by your friend or by your partner. How did you deal with it? I would also like to know, for me, with that particular guy I mentioned, I just stopped talking to him abruptly because I found out that after he kept on going cold turkey on me, and I saw that it was like, it now became like a routine, something that, will be happening almost every time. Me, I just also fashion him. But after I did that, I now saw that he would now be reaching out to me. Do you get? So even when me and I was like, whoa, I don't even have time for all this stress. He will now be reaching out to me, trying to talk to me. You get? And another thing, I feel that when it comes to cold turkey, some people cold turkey their friends or their partners because they feel that if they do that, maybe the person will come back to his senses and begin to value what they both share or what they both have. Anyway, guys, remember that when it comes to cold turkey means that like a sudden change, an abrupt change. And as much as it can be bad, it can also be good, just depending on what part of the spectrum you fall in. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. If you listen to it on YouTube, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to all my channels, both on Anchor right now. You can actually subscribe to my podcast on Anchor, and you can also subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'd really like to hear from you. Your feedbacks are always amazing, guys. Like, I really enjoy hearing from you guys. Have a fruitful week. Stay safe. Bye. Cheers. Kisses. Mwah.